Yo, what's up, people? This is Knowledge back in the place to be. Coming to you, been a long time since the last time I came to y'all. And, since then, I have stepped up my camera game. What I was using was just a regular camcorder, but now I went into a DSLR type of camera and I shot my first video. So, for those who haven't checked it out, please do. It's uploaded. It's called Mr. 100 Rounds. Thought I'd come to you today and just pick up where we left off, because lately I've been posting more music than actually kicking it. And this is for my people out there in Germany, man, that love to listen to me. People out in the United Kingdom that feel what I'm saying. And some people in the States that really enjoy listening and whatnot. So this is for y'all. And today, really, the question that it's important. And sometimes, you kind of get lost in the shuffle because we're going so fast and trying to make it through. Sometimes, but always in our mind, it's prevalent, but it gets sidetracked. And the question is why? Why am I living? What am I doing here? Why am I not doing what I really want to do? Why am I'm in this situation? Why am I not where I'm supposed to be? Why I ain't making this type of money? Why is these holidays celebrated as holidays? Why do I got to do what everybody else doing? Why these people trying to do what I do? Whatever. That's the main question. Why? Why? When is it time to stop doing one thing, and why can't I stop doing it? It's just a lot of whys and a lot of questions that we keep in our minds, that we keep fighting and struggling with, and we don't know why we do it. Well, basically, let's just put it like this. You almost need the why question, because the why question keeps you moving forwards a lot of time. If you knew everything, you wouldn't really search to even be trying to find out what you're living for, or what to do next, or why you in this situation that seems to have a hold of you, but you can't get out of it for some reason. It's just too much, to stomach being without. So you steadily find yourself in it over and over and over again, And excuse me if I'm looking at this way and that way, because with this DSLR, it's a little bit different from my camcorder, so I'm getting used to it. But I was sitting back today, man. Since 2013 has came and gone on the Roman calendar. You know what I mean? I'm not really in the new year yet. That's the real new year starts in March, and that's a lesson that's coming up. You know what I mean? But on the Roman calendar, we in the new year, and there's been a lot of things been going on that's been rough from my end of the stick. That's got me like asking why this had to happen, or why. But I already know. And it's funny, when you ask yourself these questions, you already really know why. It's just a cycle of life, and it's just how things go. It's the peaks, valleys, and happiness and sadness. It's just the way life goes. But we get lost, man. We get lost like into trying to figure it out on our own. And it's hard to figure anything out on your own. You need the help of the Most High to help you get through and give you these answers. And the answers are really there, but it's really, do you really want to know why? With the question of why also comes, after you figure out the reason why, or the cause and effect of whatever it is situation that you're in, you look at the what to do next. And even more important, when to make a transition, or when is a perfect time to do what you're trying to do, make a different step or a different, course of action from where you are, or where you are to where you want to be. When is the right time? So when we have the why, what, and when, and then we have the how, and who is going to be in our pathway and our walk to help us get there or whatever. And I think we kind of were, and once we start to thinking about the why we're in the situation, a lot of times everything can snowball because we start really worrying about the who, what, when, and how, and what all this other stuff gonna be. And we kind of take our eyes off the impetus in the beginning, why we're in the situation that we're in, why we're trying to make a change, why we want to do something different, and why things are like how they are. We take our eyes off that ball and we start looking at the things that ain't even transpired yet. You know what I'm saying? So just remember, when you're trying to do something, it always will start with the why, because you want to change the circumstance when you start thinking of why in your life, you know. But when you also start to think about the why, don't get too overwhelmed with on the how and the who and the when and all that other stuff, because if you try to just stay focused on the plan, not your plan, on the plan of the Most High for you, you know, what He has in store for your life. And a lot of times we don't know because we don't read, we don't look in the Bible, we don't counsel with God like we really should. We don't do a lot of things. So, you know, my plea to you is to go ahead and start really looking into the book, and you'll see what the plan is. Now, even when you find out the plan and what the plan is that, you know, the Most High has for you, it's like you got to do some sacrificing though, you know, and sacrificing never feel good because you got to like let go of stuff. You got to stop doing something, you know, and to order to gain, you know, you got to lose. You got to die to live, you know. You have to do those types of things that's going to help you get to the next level. It's a passage in the Bible that says, you know, seek ye first, you know, the kingdom of God, you know, and all these things will be added unto you. You know what I mean? So anything, your desires of your heart, you know what I mean? He's going to open those doors and allow you to walk through them, but you're going to have to seek Him first, you know what I mean? So you're going to really have to stop and drop some things and, you know, kind of go from being selfish to being selfless when it comes to Him. So you got to really just like let yourself go and be at the peace with Him, knowing that He's going to take care of it, regardless what it may be, man. Because, you know, we can talk all this, I can talk all this stuff and this and that and hear good motivational morale speech, but when life hit the rubber, when life hit the pavement and rubber meets the road, you know what I mean? This is hard, you know what I mean? You don't know what to do, you know, you don't know where to go and who to turn to. And, you know, in a good speech or morale boost from somebody is good every now and again, but, you know, they can't walk your shoes, they can't walk your walk, so you kind of out there on your own a lot of the times. So you just got to remember that, you know, seek ye first what He wants you to do. There's a couple things promised, you know what I'm saying, in life. One, that, you know, we will have adversity. You know, man born of a woman surely is born into adversity and death, you know, but in between that time, you know, we here for a journey to manifest ourselves into a greater, this is the test, this is the battleground, because we in an alternate reality, you know, so we really just got to walk this walk, try to get through this. Yes, we're going to have demons, and we're going to have attacking us, you know, Satan attacking us, and, you know, the world is not our friend, you know. Everything that we've been taught to get and to accomplish and strive for is all a lie, as we see, you know what I mean? The world is tightening down and clamping up, and we good people, you know what I'm saying, which I believe a lot of us are good people, but, you know, it's portrayed that we're not, are perceived as bad people because of the situations we put in. You know, when you put people in bad situations, you know, I mean, how do you expect them to react? Like animals, right? So that's where a lot of perception come in, but it's a lot of good people. But let's get back to, you know, our God, you know what I mean, who we should be really worshiping, and we won't be as confused. And I know people that's doing all types of things, man, just trying to stay sane, you know what I'm saying? But in the midst of doing these things that they think that's going to keep them sane, you know, excuse my language, motherfuckers going crazy, trying to do shit that look like it's keeping them sane, but they just getting more crazier, listening to the wrong people, doing the wrong things, you know what I'm saying? So now is the time just to get back to the book, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The God that, you know, led Moses through the Red Sea. You know, the God that gave the promise to the people. It's time to really kind of latch on to that, because time is winding up. And there's a lot of things that's, you know, transpiring. So you got to know why you need to do these things, or why you want to make these changes, and why you need to do these changes, or why you want to do what you want to do. And don't worry about the who, what, when, and how. Just know why. But it takes work, and that's the other W, you know. So work on the impetus of the why. And once you start working on the impetus of the why, that's when these other things will take care of themselves. So work on becoming, you know, one with, you know, what God wants you to do. And I ain't talking about these fake gods out here, you know. So, you know, do what you're supposed to do. This is Knowledge coming at you again. It's been a minute. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm working on a new one, and it's called, you know, well, this one was called Mr. 100 Rounds that I just did. I hope y'all liked it. You know, I mean, my son shot like maybe 50-60% of it. He's only 10 years old. And I want to just kind of, you know, show him something. And me and him went into business together, showing him that he don't have to work for somebody, you know what I mean, all his life. He can create a job. At 10, I wish somebody would have really like said, you don't have to work for somebody. You can create some shit for yourself, you know. So, you know, even it's just that little thing that I'm just showing my son how to do. Hopefully, you know, this just sparks a flame in him that, you know, let him know that he don't have to, you know, he don't have to work for somebody. You don't have to be 18 or 19 and 20 trying to go to college to learn how to fucking work for somebody. You know, that's not fun. You know, I get up and go to work every day. Shit ain't fun. You know what I'm saying? It's a must. I do what I have to do. Take care of the, you know, take care of the home front. But I much rather, you know what I'm saying, be doing what I really like to do for a living. But we ain't all that fortunate. But the only way, that's where it goes back to deciphering the why again. You know what I'm saying? Why am these situations, or why am I in certain situations where I got to deal with shit I do? Then I got to work to make a difference, and don't worry about the who, what, when, and how. You know what I mean? And those things was gonna start to fall into place if I begin to work on it. You know, so just plant seeds in my son's head, and hopefully y'all enjoyed that video. Please check it out if you haven't. Also, like again, I'm working on a video called "It's Easier to Die." Sometimes it's easier to die, and you know, it's gonna be more realness, and you know, it don't. I know people might be like, "Damn, you know, easier to die," and what I mean by that is just sometimes it's more easier to die than to accept motherfuckers disrespecting you. I'd rather die, you know what I'm saying, than be disrespected. I'd rather die to give up what I really believe in. You know, I'd rather die to live least. You know what I mean? To live less than a man. You know, I'd rather die. And I think that's a song that needs to be made. I think that's a good video in the making. So I'm gonna finish recording that hopefully in the next couple of days or so like that, and I'll get it out to y'all. And you know, with full feature video, some different type of scenes and different type of techniques than the last time. But I'm hoping y'all enjoying the view from this Nikon. It's been a minute since I kind of talked to y'all on here, so I'm kind of like getting back used to the swing of the things, because you know, it's been a hectic year so far. But more lessons coming. We're gonna talk about the calendar year. Like I said, we on Roman time. I'm gonna tell y'all about the true time, what it really is. Also, we're gonna go do something on Black History. We're gonna talk about, you know, we're gonna talk about Moses. We're gonna talk about the man that y'all know as Jesus, but we all know that's not his name, because J wasn't, you know, the letter J or the Ja sound was not around in those days, you know. So that was implemented, you know. So we're gonna talk about the real name. We're gonna talk about real Black history, you know, being knowledgeable, but you know, walk with wisdom. So until then, next time, keep these three things in mind. Keep God first, family second, and you third. In that order, you'll never be last, because what? The last always be made first. And we're gonna take it from there. Knowledge. Peace.